Riverdale 10 here in Little Rock never actually shut down because of the pandemic, but that doesn't mean things didn't change. And now 11 months after they did reopen, the owner here tells me they're just ready to be back to full capacity. If you had to ask Matt Smith to sum up the past year, he'd put it pretty bluntly.
Absolute chaos.
His business, Riverdale 10 in Little Rock, had a smoother year than most.
I mean, everything changed, like it did for everyone. I mean, it's been a roller coaster.
But that doesn't mean it wasn't challenging.
You know, it's been a constant changing phenomenon, basically for 13 months now, since March of 2020.
All sorts of things have changed, and if you've been to the movie since the pandemic started, you've heard of a few. Stricter cleaning, less show times, and less people allowed in the crowd.
And so we were at a situation where if you were at 66% capacity, we started with that for that auditorium, and then set the system up to automatically put the empty seats around the customer that purchased the ticket.
But it's been 13 months since the pandemic started, and 11 since Riverdale 10 reopened. We've seen a lot of things that were closed start to reopen, and Smith says the silver screen might be next.
Well, people get the freedom to make that choice again, they're going to go. I think a lot of people return to the cinema just because they can.
Just because they can, and just because there's something about the movies that Smith thinks will draw people back.
Everybody's coming out, and you've got that movie as a cultural touchstone.
So it might be Memorial Day, or it might be Labor Day, until the theater looks like it did before the pandemic. But Smith says there's still plenty of movies on the way to make up for the past year.
Once it starts, there's going to be a movie that people are aware of, that people want to see, a potential blockbuster every Friday for 18 months straight. It is going to be a phenomenal movie-going time.
Reporting on Little Rock, I'm Ian Russell, THV 11 News.